Hey jerks, how you doing? Back with another one, and I'm doing something a little different today. I don't know how it's gonna go because I have no idea what I'm doing. We're back to that. Anyway, we're gonna do something to the ND today, and I bought something from China. It's progressive LEDs for the turn signals. So I'm gonna show you what the turn signals look like right now. They're kind of boring. There's a lot of LED. There's a lot of LED on the ND, but for whatever reason, the turn signals in the back are not. So this is what they look like right now. And hopefully what we're going to do is install some sequential LEDs that sort of go broop, broop, broop. Later, I have planned, I want to get a smoked version of this that is also a sequential LED. So it sort of just goes broop, broop, broop. Yeah, you like those sound effects? Me too. Anyway, let's get started, see what we have to do. Alright, so in the box, it's got information. I can't read that. Whatever. It probably says not legal, because what do I care if I'm legal? This looks like a instruction manual with pictures. Nice, good, okay. And then here's what we've got. These look like wire harnesses. These are the, these keep it from doing the hyper flash, I'm guessing. Zip ties, because there's no Miata job that you can do where you don't need zip ties. And then these are the actual LED lighting arrays. Yep, so I guess we're gonna do the thing and then make the lights on this thing just a little bit better. So it says you have to undo this little screw right here, and then there's a bolt in here behind this panel. This thing is connected. Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna disconnect that right here for now. All right, that was harder than it should have been. You have to press this little button in right here really hard, and that cuts it loose. Yep, okay, so there is the bolt. This is the bolt that you're gonna have to remove to take those out. And let's see, maybe you can get it to it by just taking that little thing out. Yeah, okay, so you don't have to take the whole thing apart. Didn't realize, but that's what we're gonna do. So let me get my handy dandy 10 millimeter, because obviously it's a Miata, so 10 millimeter. Nice and quick. That's easy. Screw out. I'm doing this real time so everybody can see how not hard this is. Okay, so this is a tough part. I'm gonna get a tripod and show you what's going on here, because I understand this is kind of, you want to be careful here. So from what I heard, you have to be pretty careful taking this out. I don't know if there's a clip or not, because you don't want to drop this on the ground. Okay, here we go. This is what I use for all the interior stuff that I've been doing. I'm just gonna stick that in here. See if I can't pry this out a little. There we go. Okay, see, that's how that worked. And you want to be careful not to drop this. There's a grommet on the inside here. This grommet right here. There, grommet's out. I'll disconnect it from here. This little wire loop. Come on, man. Get out of here, wire loop. Oh my God, why does that suck so much? Okay, there. All right, these should just like twist and pop out. They should twist and pop out. There, that twists and pops out. There. And then this should just pop out too. This is the brake light. There we go. Okay, and on the inside there, I do hope you can see that. I'm just gonna unrelease that. Unrelease, yeah, good, there you go. All right, so the brake light is out. Cool, step 2. So the instructions kind of suck on this. It basically says remove the tail light and unplug the OEM bulb. I did that. And then it literally says plug in the new LED sequential turn signal bulb. And that's about as far as it goes. Plug the included wire harness adapter into the factory plugs and then mount the resistors to a metal surface. It comes with, these are the resistors, and it comes with, you know, sticky tape. So we're gonna put that in there in a minute, but yeah, I don't know how this exactly goes. Clearly you're supposed to stick this inside there, but I'm not really sure how the rest of it kind of plugs in to do what. Not really sure. How in the world does this, what does that plug into? All right, so I've actually figured it out. This plugs directly into where the factory bulb plugs into in the wiring harness inside the car. Inside the actual trunk, that's where you hook this thing up. This is basically a pass-through where you hook up the resistor. Let's see, the resistor goes like that. And then inside the trunk, which I'll show you in a couple of minutes here, that's where this kind of plugs into the original plug and kind of goes in between what's already inside there being plugged in. So let's go try and do it. Here we go. Here's the original bulb. We're just gonna pull that out and throw that in there for now. And this literally just plugs in like this. Now before I do that though, I want to make sure which way it goes so that when I put this back together, the correct side is facing out. What the shit? How does this work? Alright, this little gasket goes in here. I'm going to put that back in just a second. I need to figure out which way this goes. Okay. None of that makes any sense. LEDs have to be facing out. Like this. And I'm just going to jam this in there. God, I hope this works. There. Jammed. Jam! Alright, so here's an interesting thing. What I'm going to do first is before I even put this all back together, I want to test it to make sure it's going to work. So to do that, I also have to put the resistor thing on the inside. So let's do that. Alright, so what you see here was Mazda was nice enough to include this little piece that's just held in basically with no clips. So you can physically remove that to access this thing right here. And this is what we're going to be putting in line. So I'm going to pull this. See that? That works just like that. Here is the contraption that that they give you with the resistor and the pass-through. So this little guy should be exactly the same as this. Is that right? Yep. See that? So that gets plugged into this. I know you couldn't really see that, but trust me, I plugged it in. All right, and then this piece goes into this, just like that. All right, we're gonna leave that right there for now. In theory, I should be able to turn on my hazard lights and it should work. Hey, look at that. That's pretty fancy. Let me turn this off and then we'll install it. Helpful hint is you have to put this gasket on the plastic piece. You can't have the gasket laying inside this rim, otherwise it'll never go back in. So that's what I had to do. So this just goes right into there. Pretty gently kind of wiggle it around so it eventually gets into the place where it needs to be. And then there we go, pops into place, turn it into place. Looks like it's really in the right place. We're gonna put this gasket or this grommet back in place. This hurts. It's kind of a bitch because I have to continue holding this now. There's nowhere for it to go while I'm putting this grommet back in place. Hey, it worked, okay. You should probably put that wire harness back through here, the little grabby thing, like that. Good. All right. Okay, well that didn't work even a little bit. I need more room. There. Ta-da, it's done. The light fixture just sort of falls right back in place. It's pretty easy. I'm gonna put this back on for 1 second so you can see what it's supposed to look like. I hope it works still. Look at that. That's so much nicer. Yeah, I like it. All right, ladies and boys, we're done. It looks pretty cool, I think. I think it looks really cool. Yeah, so the job was easy. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a 2. Anybody can do it. I'll put the link of where I got them. I got them off of Amazon, but I'll put the link in the description if you're interested. And of course, because we're done, we're gonna have a delicious beer to celebrate not blowing up our electrical system. Bye.